2025. The world as we have known in 2020 does not exist anymore. Simon versus the podcast changed the world. Cinema is all over the place. A global podcast developed. Podcasts are illegal. Cinema is illegal. And Christianity is illegal. With that, welcome to Simon versus the podcast, episode 3, I believe. And it's me, Simon, your host, and I have with me Saad.
Hello.
Dead air.
Oh.
And also, I have Ethan with me.
I'm Ethan. I'm here with Simon and Saad, and we're ready to get Christian up in here.
Today, our movie that was chosen by Saad.
Unfortunately, we hate him. We're going to kick him out of this episode.
2025, A World Enslaved by the virus, a virus, I don't know.
The virus.
Yeah, please.
I
don't.
It upset me.
I don't encourage anyone to watch this movie, by the way.
No, nobody should watch this.
It's not worth
it. We watched it, so you don't have to.
Before we get into this, I just want to let the audience know we're not suicidal in any shape or form. We believe, we're not suicidal. We hate this movie.
If somebody forced me to watch this again, I'd probably attempt it.
Yeah, at least I cut their wrist at least. It's a bit.
The Wesley brothers hold you hostage and say you can either take the easy way out or you watch our movie again.
These guys.
I can't believe they have a YouTube channel. This guy is the biggest ego I've seen in a while.
Oh.
And our other topic, if we ever get to it, is movies we were forced to watch in school. So we're going to jump right into the plot of 2025. So this movie opens with a horrible logo. And it's funny how it opens because it's cropped to the side and pushes in on the logo and then up. Which I found really stupid. And then we get the opening, the letters, the plot in quotations. So
they're establishing this world.
It's 2025. The world we have known. It's also phrased really dumb. Known in 2020 does not exist because English is not these guys' first language.
Yeah, the German.
The virus changed the world. Communism is all over the place. It's everywhere. A global state developed. Meetings are illegal. Traveling is illegal. And most importantly, Christianity is illegal. Fuck off.
Can I just God. This is right off the bat, this doesn't make sense. This is supposed to supposedly happen within 5 years.
Yeah.
At most, at the bare minimum, it would have to be at least 30 to 40 years for it to be the premise is
for a complete regime change.
The premise itself is in no way plausible at all. But if you were at least trying, you would maybe we need a bit of time. This can't happen within 5 years.
No.
They can't pick up the music too. It starts off this music. It's like a Christopher. It's like you're watching a Christopher Nolan movie starting off at Inception. It's it's kind of like some Hans Zimmer shit at the beginning.
Yeah.
So low key, and then all of a sudden traveling is illegal, and then the bass kicks in of blah, and Christianity is illegal. It's like, oh my god, so anticlimactic. Right, Christianity is illegal. Drop the mic. That's it.
I have written here terrible music plays as the main character that I have nicknamed Dickless Douche.
Oh, so I have a nickname from too.
Dickless Douche. He's driving away from the police. The big chase. They shoot at Dickless.
What he thinks is a car chase.
Oh my god! I like when he's gear shifting. He's like, and his hand slips. He's like, oh. No second take. We're doing. This is one take here. I am the director. It's ridiculous. So they're shooting at him. He crashes the car, and then this loser, he couldn't even jump over the hood. He slips.
This is a hard edit.
Yeah. So I was like, I also had written you couldn't do another take on that. You couldn't make yourself look a little cooler. But no,
he makes himself look like missing takes that they just on the cutting room floor.
Well, at the very end, there's bloopers
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Gotta make it
So,
all
like,
wholesome.
they did do extra takes, but none of them were good.
I thought this guy looked like it reminded me of like a Jesse Pinkman, but very pretentious. You know, it reminds me of like
What?
a very pretentious Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, that's what it looked like a very pretentious Jesse Pinkman. It was like somebody that would be in the Gucci store always, with all the shades,
Oh,
it's like and clothes. It was like a hipster, pretentious Jesse Pinkman. That's what he reminds me of. So it's like in all my notes, I only refer to him as a pretentious Jesse Pinkman. That's what I'm gonna call him. And
I
for
only
you,
refer to him as
yeah.
Dickless.
I mean,
Okay,
he's
so we both are
Christian. He
nicknames.
can't say bitch, so
Ah, that's very true. You can't cook. Can't exactly cook meth either. So
I would
oh
love.
well.
Yeah.
I would love to hear this actor say it though, like biatch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So after he gets caught, we go to the interrogation scene, and this is when we get to hear Dickless talk for the first time.
Yeah. Here we
And
go.
oh my god, it's
Tommy
like
Wiseau.
yeah, it's like German Tommy Wiseau speaking English for the first time, and it is so funny. Anytime he speaks in the movie, it's like, I did not read the Bible. I did not. It's bullshit. I did not do the Christianity. I did not. Oh, hi, police. How are you?
Hi, interrogator.
God.
The interrogator's like,
Dude.
yeah, this isn't the world we live in anymore.
There's also because there's
Looks
also
at camera.
Yeah, but there's also the bit in the interrogation room where he's just like the interrogator pulls out the books and he goes, "You know what these are?" And he goes,
Yeah.
"The better question would be to ask, when are they from?"
When are they from?
It's one, like first off, they look around the same age, like it's not.
Yeah.
And two, it's only been 5 years. It's, again.
Also, once he gets arrested, it's like no red, it's like blue flashing on the screen for the cops. It's really just blue. It's like a GTA mission when you're failing. It's like busted. It's like reminds me of that, but except in 2025, he's not real Yoda. He's have a cool 80s Hawaiian shirt. It's a
The
big
lighting
difference
in this
there.
movie is fucked. Then
It's
again,
really bad.
this whole
Yes.
production is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
like
the
you
writing
can't
is
focus on
terrible.
one thing.
The editing, oh my god, the editing was so upsetting. At certain points I didn't know what was happening because it would cut to somebody else, fade to black, cut back
Yes.
to the same scene.
Fade to blacks are like the level of fade to blacks in this movie. Even like they're even in scenes where they're not actually transitioning to another scene. They're just there. So it's just
Yeah.
like, what? Why?
So after the interrogator, he whips out a Bible and like
German Constitution.
yeah, the German manifesto. He starts reading from it in German, and he complains about them being forced to speak English. But then later on, he only speaks English to all his friends who are also German.
German.
So what is he complaining about?
Well, I guess like you have to like look at it from like outside the movie because like I was thinking that like they're obviously trying to market this to like an American audience, like the evangelical, and so I guess he figured if this isn't in English, no one's gonna watch it, so we have to do it in English.
That is so hypocritical of him.
Yes.
So upsetting. And I think he only ever speaks German once throughout
I
the
don't remember
rest of the
him.
Yeah,
There's
he
2 occasions.
barely anybody speaks it. Like even behind like closed doors when they're all like he's with his friends and stuff, they still only speak English to each other, which is very hypocritical of him. But after all that, we get our flashback. So 3 months, and the whole movie takes a span of 3 months. And
Doesn't
wow,
feel
what
like
a
3
3 months. Yeah, I also wrote down everybody in this movie speaks like they have marbles in their mouths.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's
English
really
isn't
weird.
when they're even when they're
Accents.
speaking German, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It does not sound right.
It took me a while. I got confused. Like, are they speaking German? Like, what are they doing here? I got so confused throughout at first.
Everyone keeps looking at the camera too, and then like ripping their head back away. It's like, oh crap! I looked at the camera. I hope Wesley doesn't notice. Like
Wesley.
How are we gonna pronounce their last names? Because like I've said Weasley, Wesley.
Who cares?
Weasley.
Honestly, we
Wesley.
shouldn't give these two any attention.
Well,
That's
we are.
another
We're
thing,
giving a
because
whole episode. Yeah.
I know,
We're
but
giving
like
a
we
whole,
shouldn't give them personally attention.
Oh.
The
We
Well,
can
I'm
grab.
calling for tits Jesse Pigment, so it's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but we only know there's one Wesley because we haven't seen the other Wesley, even though he's apparently somewhere in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was
I
either
think
the
he's
Marine
I
guy
think he's
or the
Luke.
traitor guy.
He's the traitor. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a traitor. Yeah, I thought so because like
Yeah.
they could be brothers. Like, the similar glasses, like the traitor guy. Yeah, I thought it could be him.
We'll get to the Marine guy. I have many
Oh
words
yeah,
to say
yeah.
about him.
Oh god, the Marine.
So do I. So do
Unreal.
I.
Yeah.
But
And
they
also
have
the
that
interrogation
scene where the traitor guy, he leaves the group. He's like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna get yourselves killed or whatever." He pisses off, and then I think
Disappears
Dickless,
for like a good 40
yeah, he
minutes
doesn't
as
show up
well.
again until like the end, like near the end of the middle, and then the end of the film. That's it. That's it for him. So then Dickless goes out with his sister. I think it's his sister.
Yes, it's,
And they just start spray painting the Jesus fish all over.
Yeah.
I was like,
music. The
like,
music that plays like
you're
pop
actively
music in the
filming
places.
yourself vandalizing stuff. And they go around the forest and they start doing on trees. And I wrote that I'm sure God would be happy that you're spray painting trees.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that as well is like they're like going, oh, we need to spray the Jesus fish to make everyone know that Christianity is still around and stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't actually like do it in like an area where anyone would actually see it. They go out to the middle of the forest
and like tunnels where nobody would care.
Yeah.
Like storm drains.
The
funny part is Dickless has the blue spray paint and his girlfriend, or not his girlfriend, his sister gets the pink spray paint because I'm a boy and you're a girl. So.
They're evangelicals. They're going to reinforce the gender stereotypes.
Yeah. Oh my god. So it's just a bad montage of these two idiots spraying up wherever they are.
Every single montage is like pop music playing too that no one's ever heard of.
Crappy Christian pop, and then
like Toby Mac shit. Yeah.
I was confused by this scene. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but the chick gets jumped by a cop in quotations.
Yeah.
Very choppy, so.
And then the cop gets jumped by the Marine.
Yes.
I think the only like native English speaker in the whole movie.
Which is somehow the worst actor in the film.
Yes, on top of that as well.
Which is insane. And she's got like a little flesh wound on her arm. It's like, no, dude, don't touch it. It's that hurt you. You are injured. So then Dickless comes running around the corner. He's like, oh no, my sister, she has been shot.
Yeah, because he runs off. He fucks off for a bit.
He abandoned so many people in this movie.
Yeah, that's another like thing that we're gonna have to get to, like once we eventually get to it.
After this happened, I got my first To Be ad, which leads us into the To Be files, which is this is the first episode of the To Be files.
Yeah, we got to play an intro at some point, so
yeah.
we might as well do it now. Play intro.
You know what ad I got?
A Tubi ad?
I got a Tubi ad while I was watching Tubi, yeah.
Ah, of course,
no other advertiser wanted to put their name on this.
No, of course. Why would you? This is a disgusting movie. Why would you want to do that?
Tubi is probably run by like two individuals out in the Mojave Desert in a white van. So.
Oh yeah.
Some more Breaking Bad relations. Oh, nice.
So with this film, the editing was terrible, but this next scene in the apartment,
oh god, yes,
was horrible.
If you like shot reverse shot.
Yeah, there was also a scene where like he just kind of puts the camera down. And like part of the camera is covered by like a blanket or the table or something, whatever he put it on.
It's embarrassing. It looks so bad.
And when they're doing scenes where they're sitting down and talking, it's not like a movie. It's like they're filming a documentary.
It's like a sit-down interview.
Yeah,
it's preaching.
Yeah, because they just start preaching to him, and the Marine gives off his backstory of his girlfriend left him.
Oh, there we go.
Because she sided with the government.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, it's one thing. That's like the first part I laughed out loud. I wrote down, the girl who is talking to this guy who served the Marines, who's one of the last Christians standing, and the girl goes on about the story about her dead parents or whatever. After she got done telling the
Who
story,
committed suicide. The parents
yeah,
committed suicide.
I already forgot the story because she tells it in the most boring way. Like her line delivery is so boring. She looks so bored on telling it. So it's
Doesn't
like
help that the Marine also is just blank
yeah,
faced.
And
she's so
constantly looking
one
at the
note
camera.
throughout.
Yeah.
And her talking so quiet did not help anything at all. But after her story about her parents dying, whatever, the Marine guy, on an unenthusiastic voice, he's like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know exactly how it feels." I'm just laughed, like, "Holy shit!" Like,
Yeah,
what am I
because
watching at this point?
it's because it's like he says, "I know how that feels. My parents, I haven't seen my parents because of COVID."
Yeah.
He's like
And then,
comparing like this girl whose parents have killed themselves to.
I thought as soon as he says that, he clears his throat afterwards too.
And
Like
then he looks at the
mid
camera again for
conversation.
his next line. That must have been why he was constantly looking at the camera, because he couldn't remember his lines.
Yes, that's the only reason.
Because there was always a pause before he talked, and then there would the quick shift to the camera, and then he would say his lines.
I did make a relation to Saving Christmas of this movie because like so it skims like one point in this movie, one section. It's like so much scenes of like two people, one room talking. Like a Kirk Cameron, the other guy in the car. It's preaching a bunch of religious bullshit in one room with two guys. That's like the relation I can make with this movie.
The film Corona, which we've all seen, is a fucking masterpiece compared to this.
And then that's what I told you. You're like, my God. He's like, this is worse than I'm telling you. Yes, I'm not joking. Like being over exaggerating. This is by far worse than Corona.
At least with Corona, had like some very, very funny unintentional scenes, but and it didn't have them constantly preaching about Christianity, about how the government's trying to take it away from them and stuff.
Plus, it was 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah, that definitely helped.
Really short. I was like short enough to exploit COVID and get out there. All right, we're done. That's it.
That's like we can also tell like why that movie was made. That was the case of like, okay, I just want to capitalize on this global tragedy. That's it. Is like I have no idea why this was made.
Yeah,
it was made because these two dickheads wanted to get a Christian movie out, and they wanted to exploit the pandemic.
Yeah,
and they just they made a piece of shit.
And they did at one point. They suggest that the like back to the sorry, we're sort of jumping around all the place here, but back to the
don't jump around. We'll get to it.
But no, this is just like back in the interrogation scene where, like, he says they sold us lies about this virus, like implying that it isn't real.
Yeah, he says he also says that a little later too.
Does he? Yeah. So we're sort of like getting to the psyche of this man.
The people who made this movie honestly believe that COVID has not killed anybody and it's fake.
Oh yeah,
and it's made up by the government, pretty much. Yeah, but after this horrible apartment scene with the Marine, we have 5 cuts mixed in with fades to move them from the apartment to them just walking around with, like, they have their masks on, but like it's pulled down under their nose.
Mm-hmm.
And then this fat Marine boy, I doubt this dude was ever in the Marines because he's too fat. He tells...
We don't want to fat shame.
He tells a COVID joke. And this is what he says.
Oh, yeah.
This is what he says. What did Corona do to Jesus? Pause. Oh. And then he's like, nothing. And then he starts cackling. He's like...
Yeah. That's what I wrote down, too. I wrote down, Marine guy asked them if they want to hear a joke. What did Corona ever do to Jesus? Nothing. And then I wrote, and it was at this point where I hated Sod. It's like I got to I hate Sod so much. Yeah,
everyone makes horrible mistakes at some point in their life. This is mine, all right?
No, but once he told that joke, I felt hate for you. Once he told that joke, that's the difference.
After I finished the movie, I did write in the server. I said, if we ever all meet up, the first thing I'm doing is slapping Sod as hard as I can in the face.
I agree. I think it's
Just everyone get in a line and just start slapping Sod.
Even people who didn't watch the movie.
Yeah, even people who didn't watch the movie, because they're gonna listen to this and kill themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well,
it's about the movie or us. Someone's gonna kill themselves by the end of this.
This is confirmed to be my final episode.
Yes, we're auditioning. We're doing more auditions. Yes.
holding an open audition to be a new guest star on Simon versus the podcast. Also, if you join, you have to edit.
Yes, please edit for us. Because this was so incompetent.
It was at this point in the film where I paused it and I just wrote down Christianity is the most cringe religion to ever exist. And that includes Scientology because everyone knows Scientology is bullshit, but Christianity actually believes this.
Mm.
And yeah, it's horrible.
From here on out, after that joke, like, if you can even call it a joke, from here on out, and then take me notes because like the rest of the movie, like at one point it got so boring. It was something about like talking scenes of these people spouting religious bullshit. It was so boring. There's nothing really worth taking note of. Like at this point, like it was more the beginning when like a whole chunk of notes that you pretty much like went through. I mean, my own words, but still, it's one point where I just couldn't be bothered.
The next hour of the film is just Christian propaganda.
Yes.
Yeah, that's literally it. That's literally it. It's Christian propaganda. People in one room talking about religion, sometimes German, sometimes not. It's kind of over the place.
Also, this point, because they're going back to the fish spraying after the Jesus joke, I wrote down, oh no, more spraying fish shit around in forests.
I hope they got fined for this. I hope an actual cop showed up and fined them.
Yeah, because they didn't have permits for this.
No way. So after the spraying scene, we get something that made me laugh because it was so freaking stupid. We get the hacker lady.
Oh yeah,
and she's like, yeah, I'm a hacker, and she's using Google image search, and she's on Wikipedia.
Censorship filled.
Then all three of us are hackers. It's so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, the hacker character as well, who probably has the biggest arc in the whole movie, which we're gonna have to get to.
Oh, God. God everywhere. God, it's everywhere in this. They spread the word of whatever.
Which gets the attention of the hacker, who then finds them in their like little shitty like.
She comes to their apartment house like later on in the movie.
Abandoned.
They say it's abandoned. Yeah.
And it looks fine.
Yeah,
it's very nice. It's a very nice looking abandoned building.
It's like they're all 15-year-old girls where they have their own like little Christmas lights all over the room. And it's like you never use the actual light in the room, you just use your little Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
This is after she shows up, she's like she can help them spread the word and everything like that. And this is when
I love her reasoning as well. She's like, I want to join your guys because I wrote it down so you find it. Because she's like, the heck, she says that she believes in freedom of choice, but she goes to hang out with the evangelical Christians.
Oh, so funny. At this point, this is where Dickless he starts giving speeches. Yeah. This was probably the funniest editing in the movie because they're like, oh no, we can't do the camera pan because he's not talking to anybody when he's up on like the truck. It starts zooming in and then it starts turning and they're like, oh no, there's nobody there, and it cuts to a different scene of him giving a speech and he's like in this quarry and there's like 5 people. He's like, we all must rise up.
It's not like that. It's like, we must all rise up, and they never. Because at one point he does like a Mel Gibson. He tries to do the Mel Gibson thing from Braveheart.
He literally says, he actually says, they may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom. He says that.
Wow. If anyone's watching this, can someone like take that scene from Braveheart and edit that in over Mel Gibson, please?
Oh.
It's just because of his delivery, because he's going, they'll never take our freedom, because he's doing the Tommy Wiseau's thing still.
He also contradicts himself with like the whole communism thing and says nobody should rule us, and then 5 seconds later says that these rulers don't deserve to rule.
Yes.
We deserve better rulers. Like, what?
This is like another part, like a theory, like because when you were testing your mic before we were sat down and did this last night, I mentioned that like our main guy sort of goes from being like a underground like rebellion freedom fighter to just becoming a cult leader.
Yeah, he becomes a cult leader. He becomes a religious zealot. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, Blazing, we can't hear you.
Yeah. I'm still here.
You just had nothing to say about
Yeah,
the scene?
nothing for you to say. Yeah, nothing for you to say. Yeah, sing or something.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, these guys got it. They
yeah.
they said everything that needed to be said.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see I've seen it. It really confused me. Like the shots you want to talk about. It can like one place to another. It's like what is even happening anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It gets really confusing. And then after this, we get another freaking music montage.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's a lot of like pop music that's played throughout. It's like a lot of pop music here.
Now, Ethan, you're a huge music guy. I want to hear your thoughts about this music montage specifically because I think it's one of the dumbest in the movie. Because
go for it.
No, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think about it.
Oh, the music? Yeah, I mean, this is really bad. I think everyone knows something with them about the music. It's really bad music. No one else has heard of it. It's like no one has like heard of besides this movie. It's like where's this from? It's like some like free music you find on like YouTube. Where it's like you go on YouTube and search free Christian pop music related to Toby Mac, and that's it. A really bad artist like Toby Mac will make this type of music.
It's just
like,
royalty-free Christian music, basically. Yeah,
exactly. I had one friend in elementary who was like, who tried recommending me some music, since he knew like obviously I was like music guy from the jump. He was like, "Oh, Toby Mac, listen to him." I'm like, okay. I listened to it. It's like it's really Christian pop. Like, so yeah, it's so bad. It's just the music was like the worst for this movie.
There's only one good Christian band.
Like which?
Would you like to take a guess?
What? I'm not up to date.
Technically
band,
two that I like.
I don't know. Nickelback.
No.
I know. I'm not a Chuck Kruger's not a man of faith.
No. Creed and 1,000-Foot Crutch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Creed is like poor man's Pearl. The singer is like poor man's Eddie Vedder to me. I don't like Creed at all. I think they're like I think they had one song I thought was like pretty decent, but other than that, I'm not a fan at all.
Thoughts on Creed?
No thoughts. I don't even know who those are.
All right, moving on.
Back to the movie.
Listen to Eddie Vedder instead, please. You'll get more out of Pearl Jam than that.
All right.
Yeah.
Did we mention the subplot, like with the woman in? Like,
with the inside girl.
Yes. Did we mention that?
No, we haven't because she doesn't do anything until like the end.
Well, it's also because like they're like the big like bad like police station funded by this communist like society like dictatorship. You would think like they would have like the best equipment, like the best. At least best building, but it looks like it all takes place in a storage shed as well.
Yeah, they're just in like the Wesley brothers' parents' storage room.
Garage.
Yeah, or like some local gym, some Christian school.
Just somewhere where they could just film. This is very good. We'll use this for our movie.
And relating back to music, back to interrogation scene. Let's start at the stock footage of the concert. That one concert.
We have to mention that.
It's probably a Creed concert.
Because like the way like, they do it, where it's like they're like, oh, life was so much different back then. We could like go to concerts and weddings. And that same concert for that same wedding.
And then the same wedding again. I love how the like wedding thing is like empty chairs, stock footage, and like the middle is just a giant cross of flowers on it.
Like a river.
Yeah.
Once I showed the concert, I thought to my head, well, just judging off this concert, the amount of phones in the crowd, I'm like, oh, this is definitely like a Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift concert, without a doubt. It's either one of the two. It's either one of the two, yeah.
So after that music montage, we get some loser's family gets arrested or whatever, and he goes to talk to Dickless, and he's like, "My family, they were taken from me." And then he's like, they probably get murdered. And then this is what he says to him. He's like,
he confirms it. He says,
yeah,
he totally they're arrested, they're gonna die.
Yeah, it's like they accomplished their mission and they will die for the Lord. And then the guy kind of looks at him like, what? It's like, your family is already dead. They accomplished their mission. You will get to see them someday. Maybe. Oh, so after he's done giving his fucking little sermon to this poor guy, he goes and we get, after him praying with the dude, we get another scene of him going and praying with his sister. So a lot of praying in this. Because it's Christianity, probably a lot of preying on children as well.
Oh yeah.
That's where you guys draw the line.
I didn't say anything.
Well, I mean,
it's sad. I was like, oh.
Considering if Christianity can survive that, then it should be able to survive a communist dictatorship.
Yeah, you'd think so, right? We get more bad music and the 100th fade to black.
Not even 100 at this point. It's at least in the by far into the 4 digits at this point.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So this is when we get more exposition about the police leader.
Oh, yeah.
So he starts giving his own speech about how Christians are bad. And
I think I noticed. Talking about the scene of his model train.
I kind of agree with him because up to this point, the Christians have vandalized stuff. They killed a cop.
Vandalized.
Yeah. And
having a hacker in the group or something else we'll get to later on.
I was reading the description. Apparently, she's a Bitcoin merchant.
What?
Yeah. There was a description saying that she's a hacker / Bitcoin merchant. So she probably made a Christian coin that went up in value, and they probably sold all their stocks for it. And that's how they were able to get all the Bibles and stuff. I don't know.
So fun, this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, Tubi ads. I think the scene after his big speech is probably where I wanted to personally kill Sod.
Jesus!
Because
why is this all coming back to me?
We hate you for this.
We cut.
It's all your fault.
It is your fault, and I hope
only you.
Next episode, Ethan picks the movie, and dear God, I hope it's better than this.
I told you, it's a lot better. I promise you, the people, it's a lot better. It's a fantastic movie. It's funny. It's serious. It's sad. It's really great, and that'll probably get revealed at the end. So look forward to that.
Perfect.
Give me credit. We're getting a lot of material out of this.
Yeah, too much, I would say.
Yeah, we're giving these guys too much. Like this guy has a bigger ego enough. He made a video on his YouTube channel, top 5 Christian movies. He put this movie as number 1.
So
what a hack!
What did he have at number 2?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't.
He barely focused on the other ones. He just went, "Oh, so number 1. I can only think of one movie to come out, Christian movie to come out with this year, 2025. It deals with many relevant themes like communism and Corona."
Corona.
Stop promoting a shitty ass excuse to a Christian movie.
Yeah. So we cut to this campfire Sunday school sing along. At this point, I'm pretty tired of suffering. Like, it's really bad. Like, everyone's stuttering over their lines, looking directly into the camera. It's complete amateur hour, and it's very upsetting. So Dickless, he's there with his people, and they get swatted.
He's playing his guitar, singing Christian songs around
the Kumbaya, my lord.
Yeah, but what happens next is like amazing.
This is great. So he abandons his flock again.
Yes, he ditches them.
He runs away like a little coward, and he leaves all these people to get murdered.
Yeah, considering like what we know, like what happened to the other family that got arrested and murdered, like he knows that they're not gonna make it out all right. They're dead.
Yeah. Because it confirms earlier, if you get taken by this new regime or police force, they execute you for being Christian. So these people are dead. He got these people killed.
Yeah, this is our likable protagonist, everybody.
So while he's running away, they all start praying. And then a Christian rap song starts playing.
Oh yeah, this rap song, Jesus Christ. This was like probably like, honestly, I think the other ones were worse because they're like more like it's very royalty-free poppy excuses of like Christian music.
Yeah.
But this, which is like so like corny, it's like so
Yeah,
fluff.
fighting for freedom. Jesus with me. Yeah. That's what it was. That's bad.
I was gonna write down a note for this song. I think I was gonna write down something about Jay-Z, but nah, I can't be bothered to like write something about this shit.
Yeah. Donda, this was not.
Oh my god, it's like Kanye's Jesus is King album. It's a very Christian album. It's
Yeah,
the
Kanye is
music
very
here.
yeah. I'm not a huge Kanye fan, as you know, but like I'd listen to Kanye
But
Christian over
absolutely,
any of this.
yes. Christian is like yeah, Jesus is King. Yes, play that instead. And you know what's funny? The trailer for Selfie Dad, another Christian
Oh.
TV movie. You know what plays that trailer? A Kanye song from that album. It plays like a Christian and Kanye song. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it.
Since we mentioned Selfie Dad, that's going to be my next pick, by the way.
Oh my god!
Go to
Oh
hell.
my god! Please, yeah, you go to hell, Mister.
Yeah.
We're
Go to
shunning
hell,
you.
you die.
We're shunning you.
So after they all get arrested and murdered, probably the like police
Dickless
chief
runs
cop
away.
guy, he starts giving more exposition. He's in front of a toy train, like this toy, like almost kind of like it's a Holocaust item. It's really weird. Like
just the way it's shot and everything, and he's like,
so like Christianity,
I wrote
like
it down.
yeah, you guys are not the Jewish people. You have not suffered like the Jewish people. Do not even try. Did you guys notice how he says the word propaganda?
I
It's
don't remember.
the funniest
It's very-
pronunciation. He says
very off.
propaganda.
Yeah, like that.
Propaganda.
I mean, there's some funny pronunciation in this, but I don't.
I mean, it's
That
funny
is probably not
pronunciations
it.
throughout the entire film because these people
Yeah.
can't speak English.
Yeah, let's get German Christians the whole time.
I also imagine it was written in broken English as well, so there's no win situation for anyone here.
No, it really isn't.
Especially the audience.
Yes, especially us. So the next, you referred to this next scene earlier, but this is where the hacker woman, she gets converted. Officially, I guess, even though she wasn't converted by a priest, so...
That also raises like questions like what was she doing exactly, and like how did they view her beforehand?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of praying mostly, and it's like, oh my god, girlfriend, you're part of the religion, and they do a hug, whatever.
Preaching. Yeah, that scene. I think that scene I was like mentally checked out. That scene, I came one point went on for so long. It's like, boy, I didn't take down any notes for during that either because I didn't need to. What was there to take note of? Nothing at all. Nothing worth of any importance at all. Nothing fun. Nothing insightful. Nothing like interesting at all.
No, it's pointless. Just like the next scene, which is also pointless, which is another montage of Dickless going on a date with the secret agent lady.
We've only mentioned once throughout this entire discussion, by the way, because she basically does nothing.
Yeah, this is also the first time we see her interacting with him as well.
Not her sister,
it's in a montage earlier on, but I didn't know who that character was, like who she was at that point. So I thought it was someone else.
She says something really funny. She's like, Jesus at the center of our relationship, it can last. And then he's like, no, it'll last no matter what. we can do this.
Yeah.
Duh.
That moment's barely developed, but they bring it up again like later on, which we'll get to for sure, but dear God. This ending, we'll get to it, but dear God. That's all I gotta say so far.
So then Spy Lady gets caught by the other lady that evil cop was talking to.
Yeah, she's like built up as well to be like one of the big
the big bads. Yeah, and then she's like, I respect what you're doing. I'm not gonna tattle on you.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So that was pointless.
Yeah. But when they're talking, there's actually something really funny happens. You can hear our random car horns honking in the background while they're having their conversation.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really funny because they pause after they hear the horn honk and then they just continue with the dialogue.
Yeah, I definitely
And
remember
then
that.
5 more cuts fade to black after that.
That would be the ultimate drinking game. Pick a drink every time it fades to black.
Every time it fades to
Oh,
black,
dear God.
anytime someone looks at the camera, you would
Just
be...
any like awkward edit, like hard.
No, you would have
edit,
died from
any-
alcohol poisoning within the first 30 minutes. There's no way.
You're more likely to die from suicide than alcohol poisoning when watching this movie.
You get so filled with rage with a man from Australia.
That's not. Yeah, he's got that rage in you. Yeah. The Brazilians, please go for Assad, not us, please. If you listen to this.
So
I don't hate a dog's will, so you can't come after me.
yes,
Same.
you did. You hate.
Yes, you pull up your rate. Yeah, this is probably pull up your rating, Mister.
He didn't do a review because he didn't want people to yell at him and give him death threats.
And now if like
Right
Osaka's
now.
killed, I'm gonna be blamed for it. Like I have something to do with it, and I'm gonna. Like, do I feel bad? I don't know. Yes and no. Like, yes, because like you're my friend, but like no, because making me watch this movie, I'm never gonna forgive you for it.
We get more preaching. He does an online
Again.
mass. Yeah.
Surprising, more preaching through
And
this.
he says he
dumbass
has the
movie.
2020 German booklet, and he also has a bunch of Bibles, which I'm pretty sure is just the same stuff from the beginning of the movie. Like, they only had one copy, so they kept reusing it. It's just bad editing here, because right after they do this, they get raided. So, once again, our hero, in quotations.
But we've got to mention like the guy who like snitches on him.
Oh,
like
well,
the
he
traitor.
comes back. He comes back and he tells them like, "Don't, like, you guys
that's
should
okay.
Stop this."
Because he's stop being Christian.
Yeah, he's like, because of you guys, we have to do a fucking Pledge of Allegiance every like 20 minutes or some shit.
Yeah,
that's why it's like taking notes again. Like after that chunk of the movie, I didn't taking notes. I did write down for this like 1 hour and 40 minutes into the movie. The guy at the beginning that left pretentious Jesse Pinkman comes back to tell them that what they're doing is dangerous and that they should stop for other people's sake with valid points, valid reasonings. And of course, these assholes are like, nah, we're not going to listen to you. We're going to keep on with our plan of brainwashing people to give them hope during this time of coronavirus in 2020.
Yeah.
But
he literally says to him, "You're either with us or
how
you're
many
against
people
us."
At this point? How many people has he killed? Because the family, those people he ditched at the Jesus bonfire, and
at least 10. He's gotten at least 10 people killed.
Yeah. He doesn't give a shit like for anyone's safety.
Yeah. So after that, he goes and rats them out. He's like, he gives them the location. He's like, "Yeah, you should go stop this. This guy's a prick. He told me to
just
go away."
20 minutes down the road from here.
Yeah. He starts explaining the layout of the house too. Like where the staircase is.
It's like
also what power they're trying to spread the word of God and Christian-like behavior, but yet they vandalize property, spray painting. We have a hacker of the group, and then later he commits Grand Theft Auto. It's like, what are they?
So during the raid, he once again abandons his friends.
We don't know what happens to him, by the way. We never see him again as well.
Yeah,
so
no.
We don't know what
the
happens.
only other person we see is the blonde lady, I believe. So he abandons them again, and he tries to steal the car.
Yeah.
Which in the bloopers he fails several times.
Yeah.
So he steals the car, and it's probably really. So he shifts, and he crashes into the car that's in front of him, which is like 10 feet away. And then he backs up to make it more dramatic, and he drives off.
Then it it comes a full circle. We're back to where we started with the.
Wait. When he's stealing the car, did you guys see the face that he makes after he breaks the window? Holy fuck! He looks directly into the camera, makes a face. He's like, "Huh, I'm stealing the car."
Yeah, because he's like been doing it like 20 times beforehand. He's just happy.
It just looks like he had to take a shit.
Yeah. And the live stream, you can't get the live stream they did by convincing people to join their cult. That live stream was essentially like Marshall Applewhite's video of like a Heaven's Gate, like convincing people like to leave Earth or whatnot. That was like some Heaven's Gate bullshit. Yeah. That was like with a live stream. That was it.
It also just like goes to show like how like incompetent this like state police force is, because like they
Oh,
at one point they
they
even
couldn't catch
say
these idiots for 3 months, and they were
yeah, but
just
they
down the
also
road.
they also say at one point that like, oh, we don't have enough evidence on them. It's like, you're a dictatorship, like you're this evil regime. You don't need evidence. You can
Like
just
you've
go
literally
take them
executed
away.
like people after capturing them just because they were prey.
Yeah, it's like, what's stopping you? It's like, oh, we don't have enough evidence. It's like, fuck no.
This movie actually has the ending that I wanted. It's the perfect ending.
Yes.
But
This
it all-
ending,
in the-
it turns
but-
into misery porn out of nowhere. I think the ending took a Lars von Trier movie. That I won't spoil, but holy shit.
He's like, I've seen Passion of the Christ. I need to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it also just goes
Oh,
to
here we
like
go.
again, like goes into like the psyche of this man, like this persecution complex that he clearly has.
Yeah, he believes
Yeah.
himself to be a martyr.
yeah,
Yeah. He's doing something so great. Like this guy's ego, like I'm saying, he believes he's doing something. He's doing something for the Christian faith, but it's creepy. It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. And I don't like watching it at all.
It's terrible. It's just
Yeah.
Christian propaganda again and again and again and again. There's like actual scenes where he reads from the Bible and they pray together in silence, and it's terrible. Like if I wanted to go to mass, I'd go to fucking mass.
Yeah. And this is when like shit really gets going. Like pretentious Jesse Pinkman, he gets sentenced to death. Thank God. He gets driven all the
It's the
way to a
happiest part of the
desolated
movie.
area.
They drive
the
into
whole
the same
time-
forest where they were like putting up the fish.
Yeah.
They splattered his brains all over the fish.
And I was thinking to myself the whole time, please kill him, please kill him, please kill him. And then he gets sat down with the gun pointed at him. He starts reflecting on his potential future. And this girl he barely knew, this romance barely got developed, that he confesses love to. Then it cuts to black. It's so dramatic. And then off-screen death, you hear 2 gunshots. And then this is at a point where we saw agrees where I laughed. It said, "Special thanks to our Lord Jesus Christ," and that made I lost it. I lost
Executive
it.
producer Jesus Christ, Abraham Nazareth.
Yeah,
Do you think if Jesus came back down and saw this, he would immediately go back up?
yes. It's like I died for y'all just for like, y'all to take my name and use it in this. It's taking my name in vain.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sinners.
I don't get
Yeah.
how Christian people, especially the scene of all the women talking, reading the Bible, is like, oh, how about you go to that passage about how much they hate women? How about you read that? That's what I thought that. This whole time,
Passage I can get behind.
yeah, it made me so. I was like, again, it's
I
99 towards
I
Saw.
do
It's like
love the
towards
ending
these
of this
people.
movie because they don't win.
Yeah, no one wins, but
And there's
yeah,
there's no scene of them like the Christians rising up like because he died. It's like no, they lost.
That's how you like
Yes.
going by the structure of the movie and like what it's trying to like push. That's how you should do it, but they don't. It's like it's missing a scene.
Yeah, they completely forgot to make the scene where more people are praying, more people are rising up. No, they just like no, because at the end of the movie they fucking lose and they die. They all get murdered. It's great. It's the perfect ending.
Yeah, but like going
Yeah.
by like what their goals and like what they were trying to achieve for this movie, it's like we've done a better job by just suggesting that.
Ugh. That's
That's-
2025. It's terrible
that's pretty much
Christian
it,
propaganda.
don't watch it, please. Don't watch
Also,
it.
COVID
it may
isn't
look
real.
funny.
It doesn't actually hurt anybody. So yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you,
oh, yeah.
Wesley Woosley brothers.
I hope they listen to this episode. That'd be like, on the YouTube channel.
I hope they listen to
find
it,
this.
leave a comment, subscribe, like whatever.
Yeah.
Hope they do all
Sure, they
that.
ring the bell.
I hope they hit the
Yes.
dislike button that doesn't exist anymore. Ring the bell.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I want to put this behind
This-
me. I don't. I can
Okay,
go
alright.
without ever.
That's how that's everyone's review like for this movie. I don't.
My review on Letterboxd was pretty good.
Yeah,
I haven't read
was.
it yet.
Oh, you should read the whole thing. It's fantastic.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
I absolutely will. But
you gotta put up your review too. So
yeah, well, yeah, I will. Once the
Saw it.
episode gets put up, yeah.
if you're interested in any of our Letterboxd accounts, our boy Sod will link them in the description of the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, please do. Yeah.
Ethan
And rating.
Ethan writes actual reviews. I write joke reviews, and Sod just
Yeah.
logs movies. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Basically,
rarely
yeah.
review things.
I
Yeah.
have a few serious reviews, but I don't really put a lot of time or effort into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
Oh, well.
300 reviews of just fuck this movie.
Yeah, it's just a lot of your reviews.
Yeah. So our next topic that we have for our little podcast.
Oh, ratings. Sorry, it's not about our ratings.
What do you
Rating
mean ratings?
What do you mean ratings? 0 out of 5. Fuck this movie. Christianity.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you
1
want
out of
from me?
5 for me. What recommended? Okay.
1 out of 5? Are you kidding me?
Yes, it's garbage. Yes.
No,
What?
dude. You can do the half star. It's
I
okay.
I know, but it's not a half-star movie for me. Like,
How is it not a half star? How?
Rather than terrible garbage,
What did you like?
I don't know, because like I think it's like some like.
How are you rating this the same as Corona?
Corona's like 2 out of 5 because Corona's just somewhat funny because you can. Oh yeah, you don't
have
expect
no
that at
respect
all.
for the rating system, I see.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This movie's 1 out of 5. I don't rate everything. I think like a true hate for a movie. I didn't. Like, 1 out of 5. I say one half star out of 5 is like a true hate. This movie.
I think you gave that to Dog's Will, didn't you?
No, Dog's Will is like a 1 out of 5. The same rating as this. Yeah.
There's no hate. There's no hate in this innocent
You showed more hate
Giganto's
towards
art.
me than the movie.
Yeah, you show more hate. You give Sod a half star.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah, for this. Oh yeah, for this. Yeah.
Oh.
This episode gets a half star for me now. But like, as a kid, but I was more bored than like actually like something I truly hate or whatnot. I sound like a Poltergeist 2015, where it's like enrages me. Like, it reminds me, like, what I hate movies, like the worst. Like what I don't watch movies for, what I try to avoid as much as possible.
This truly is
this
Sod
wasn't
and
it.
Simon versus Evil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that poster. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
You like the poster.
Was a great
I
poster.
did very much so. Yes, it is. But yeah, it's really bad. We'll get into that more later, like in the future, I'm sure.
I hope not. Moving on.
Yes.
Our next topic is films that we were forced to watch in school. Ethan, take it away.
Okay. This is an idea I had for our next topic. After our movie theater experiences segment went really well, we got to hear the Slender Man story, which is always a classic. It's a personal favorite of mine. Love it. Hold on. I'm getting a call real quick. Make sure to edit this out.
Everyone's getting calls. Sod, you go then.
Okay, because let me just think.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, don't mind.
Here we go. All right. We got to okay. You have to do some editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I was saying.
This in.
No, you're not. Please, no, you're not. Please. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
we're talking about.
Yeah, you have to a lot of dead air. Yeah, please. Yeah, movies watched in school. Honestly, I didn't write anything down for this. It's more pure thought. I didn't like write anything down for this segment. But should I start first? I guess to get out of the way.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, some dead air there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I said you go.
Okay.
When Simon
what's
says
more?
You go. That's how it works around here.
Simon says.
Okay. This is actually more recent. Because yes, I still unfortunately am in school. It's more recent. What are you saying?
I
was booing you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay, try to get an education blazing.
Okay, I feel like I'm already done, but I'm still in school. Okay. On Monday, we were talking about like Renaissance people and whatnot. Like, it was history shit. About Leonardo da Vinci and whatnot. So like once we got done with that whole subject, my teacher, she put on an episode of Futurama about Leonardo da Vinci, which is very surprising to me.
Oh yeah, like season 8, yeah.
Season 7, she put that on. I was like, what? It's like, wow, why don't you watch something good or whatnot? Like, wow. And after that, I was like, we saw some time. I was like, oh, do you want to put like another one? It's like, well, if the final one is like also school appropriate. I'm like, well, of course, okay. And she puts on another one where it's like about evolution. The one is like "Oh, I don't want to live on this planet anymore." That whole episode, like we didn't
Oh
get
yeah, I
finished.
love. That's a great episode.
Yeah, she put that on afterwards. Like, yes, finally. And then yeah, so that was cool. And then more recently, in history class, my teacher showed us The Untouchables, the Brian De Palma gangster movie about like prohibition,
with,
Al Capone.
Nice.
Sean Connery and
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
yeah, good movie, good movie.
yeah. And actually,
Really
it
good
was
movie.
good. Yeah, but it was
Really
good
good
actually.
movie.
If I watched it in school,
Yeah.
I'd probably fucking hate it though.
No, I still liked it. Like, so I still enjoyed it in school. Why not? And then that same teacher, we were talking about the Great Depression. So he showed us a movie set during the Great Depression, called Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe. He's like a boxer and whatnot.
That's actually part of the curriculum when I was in school. Cinderella.
Oh really?
Man.
Yeah. Oh, you watched it during school? Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too as well. That was good. I mean, I didn't log them because like for like watching them during school, it's kind of like I don't know, count. I don't know, it's cheating. I don't know how to say it really, but yeah. So I watched this recently, and then as far as bad experiences, uh, nothing really worth to go on and about compared to you, Simon. But Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 is pretty bad. The first time, only time I've
God.
seen it. Yeah, it's really bad. And then I didn't watch it during class. I was on my phone, but it was like The Incredibles 2. I was like, oh, I'm not watching this again. You can't. I'm not, yeah, please, I'm not watching this again, please. No. One more positive experience. When I was in kindergarten, when I was in Memphis, Tennessee, we had this one day around Christmas where we had hot cocoa in class, and they put on the Polar Express, which is like a lot of fun. This is like a really good school memory I have like when I was in kindergarten.
Oh, Dominic's favorite movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our boy Ruby.
Shout
yeah.
out to our boy Dominic.
Yeah. Go follow him on Letterboxd as well.
Yes.
Yeah. That's yeah. I don't really have much else to say really. That's about it.
That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, I think so. Really.
Hot cocoa and Polar Express.
Yeah,
Sounds very
that's
wholesome.
Yeah,
It
is
was very wholesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
I wish my teachers would have put on Futurama. That would have been awesome.
yeah. I can't believe she did that. That was amazing. Yeah.
I would have paid attention if that was the case.
Well, I
Simon
was,
wouldn't
yeah.
be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be
I
more
was.
educated.
Yeah, I created it's a capital gains collection. We're saying
Yeah.
that.
the codependent collection.
Yeah.
Like with those historical movies and stuff, they put on The Pianist for us.
Ah,
Oh,
it's amazing.
And I couldn't really
Love
pay
that
attention to
movie.
it because some dickhead was cracking like Holocaust jokes.
Are you serious?
no.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was really
yeah.
bad. Like Auschwitz and like Auschwitz. Like, no.
What the hell?
It was
Oh
really
my
bad.
God.
So like,
And the teachers say, "Just shut the fuck up, kid, please."
no, because they put the movie on.
What, just
That's
as an excuse
teaching
to
at its
not
finest.
teach?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh,
It's like I'll give you questions on it maybe later. I don't know. But probably, I was gonna get to the story that Blazing wants me to tell right away.
Desperately.
This is the only reason we do these segments, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
just to
Yeah.
hear stupid stories
Yeah.
from when I was younger.
Yeah.
Don't like
me
the
and Blazing are here too.
yeah, I don't like the film Mega Man. I know there's a lot of
Mega
Mega
Man.
Man fans out there. Like, I don't think it's a bad movie, but I don't like it. And here's why. When I was in grade like 7, 8, they don't give you like recess anymore. You're like in the classroom still, but you get a break kind of thing. So there was a kid in our class who was Down syndrome, and he had Down syndrome. I'm trying to tell this very delicately.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Like nice kid and all, but the problem was he would only watch kids movies, and because he was Down syndrome, the teacher would always let him pick the movie that we could watch during lunch, just something to play in the background. We weren't really allowed our phones on us, so it was basically eat lunch and watch Megamind for a year every day. So I was forced to watch Megamind, the first 30 minutes of Megamind, every day for a year of school. And it is torture. It's like, oh god. It's like I never look forward to lunch. It's like I don't care if I have some delicious leftovers or like a hot meal was brought to me that day. Doesn't freaking matter. I'm forced to watch Megamind the first 30 minutes every freaking day, and it was torture. It was absolute torture.
I love it.
Like I just can't. And then the next year, I spoke up. I was like, I'm not watching fucking Megamind anymore. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. Every fucking
Just
day.
taking a stand.
I took a stand. I told the teacher, I was like, no more of this.
No more
Something else.
Megamind.
And then she's like, okay, what else did he bring? Oh, Madagascar fucking 2.
Nice.
So, first 30 minutes of Madagascar 2 for like 3 months before I was like, fuck off again. And I wouldn't be in the classroom during lunch anymore. I said, I'm fucking going somewhere else. And I wouldn't.
Madagascar 2's the best one.
I wouldn't do lunch in the classroom anymore. I got so upset.
They escaped to Africa.
Oh,
It's a great
goddamn
movie.
Sonic.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
Thank you,
is
Sonic.
he? Oh. But yeah, that's my Megamind story. So because of the kid with Down syndrome, I was forced to watch Megamind for a year.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you. You are a legend.
I'm not
I love
gonna.
you.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna dox him.
Oh yeah, don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of like. Sometimes teachers just throw things on because they're lazy bastards.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park saw that in.
Now usually my math
school.
teachers are usually like when we're done, he's throws on like some Marvel movie or whatever. It's like whatever, some Marvel movie. Yeah.
Here is Avengers Endgame. Just randomly.
Right. Yeah, he tried showing us. Well, I wasn't watching, but it was like Black Widow, Avengers: Infinity War, Thor: Ragnarok. Like, I'm not watching this. Yeah.
Here's Captain Marvel. Boo!
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
In one of the classes, we had to watch Dances with Wolves for like Aborigines Week or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't care about that movie.
So also Kevin Costner directed it, Untouchable. So
Yeah.
it relates. Yeah.
Kevin Costner, big school movie guy.
He is. He's like
Does it
the
have
school
Kevin
cinema
Costner?
guy.
Throw it on for the kids, baby.
Really?
Basically, yeah, that's it.
I don't think I've ever watched a single Kevin Costner movie during any of my years of education.
Like ever?
Wow.
No, like not at school at least. So maybe that's just a Canadian and American thing.
Yeah, it must be. Also, the thing is, like, I had to go to a Catholic school, so that's another reason why I hate religion as much as I do. But we were forced to watch The Passion. I was like, why did you put this snuff film on for children?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I can't believe it. It's like there's someone. It's a fucking snuff film. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Jesus died for us. Yada yada. Who cares?
So it's made by Mel Gibson. So that's
Yeah, it was made by Mel Gibson.
You know why that was made.
Oh, we also watched Kingdom of Heaven in school. I don't know if you guys. It has Orlando Bloom.
I haven't heard of this one.
It's Roy Scott. I know what it is.
Yeah, it's actually pretty brutal. Like the opening scene of that movie is like the one dude's wife committed suicide and she's naked and she's all blue.
Oh.
Yeah. Show that to the Catholic school children. Yeah,
That's
fine.
Great. Yeah.
This was in high school though, so it wasn't as bad. I meant to show that to like a group of
I thought you were
kindergartners
like
in a Catholic
primary
school.
or whatever.
No. I don't. Oh, one of the guys convinced the teacher to let us watch The Watch, like Ben Stiller,
What?
Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
Jonah
Watched that
Hill.
in class.
And the British guy from IT Crowd.
Our English teacher did like a whole curriculum thing on Jaws, so we watched
Oh,
Jaws,
that's cool.
and then he got bored, so he threw on Jaws 2.
Oh, nice.
Did you get
That's
to
cool.
Jaws 3?
No.
Oh, thankfully not. The good
wish.
Jaws movies. Yeah.
Jaws 3, that's the one in the aquarium, right? With Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
He goes to
So
SeaWorld
bad.
in that one.
Yeah. And then the fourth one's with Michael Caine.
That one's just
He goes
shit.
to the Bahamas in that one.
Okay, I don't think I've seen the fourth one. I've seen the other three.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
fourth
I know
one, you're
my
not
pick
missing
now
anything.
for later down the road.
Yeah, I can't really. There's been so many films that forced to watch in school. I didn't really care about, but yeah. Sod, what were you forced to watch in school?
Oh boy. I guess I want to start like at primary school, even though I can't really remember most of the stuff was like forced to watch there. Sometimes it was just mostly whatever kids film just came out on DVD. I remember watching Rio one time, like around, let's say, that was 2011 by memory. I watched that in
Probably.
class.
Yeah.
Then, like in my like final year of primary, I remember the teacher put on, coming up to Christmas and all that, so he put on Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. This was a pretty big deal for one really, really odd reason. For some reason, our school was like very strict on what movies were shown. Primary, you could only do G-rated stuff. Anything above was just not happening. So, in Home Alone 1 and 2 were both rated PG, so seeing those played, that was like, oh my god, holy hell, this is beautiful.
Stop the presses. Children watch movie.
Watching this Christmas classic. I also say that was just much as I remember from primary. And then when we get to like my first year of high school, English is where obviously you watch all your movies basically. Very big in English. We did Shakespeare first, so we had to do Romeo and Juliet.
I was forced to watch the DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet. I hate that movie. It sucks.
That's what you would think we would be forced to watch. Because they had to hand out permission slips, because again, that movie's rated M here, so they had to...
Jesus.
We're very backwards down here.
If it's part of the curriculum and your parents don't agree with it, do you just get an automatic pass, or do you have to do something else?
No, they pick out something else, and what they picked out will shock you. They picked out Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, nice.
Fuck's sakes. It's like, here's your English class, like, you have to do this to pass. Romeo and Juliet. Here's your, like, what the fuck? That's some smooth brain film school shit.
That's year 7 English for you. And then, obviously, another one, I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to make an assumption that both of you saw this in, like, health class, Super Size Me.
Yeah.
No, I never did.
Oh, really?
He's American, it's about them, so they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's famously banned and teaching from US schools.
Probably.
But the funny
I never saw
I was
it.
forced to watch that, yeah.
Not only did I have to watch it for like PDHP or health, I also had to watch it for geography for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I think the teacher's reasoning was that it's like consumerism and how this is marketed here and that. I'm like, whatever. And so yeah, I had to watch Super Size Me twice, like 2 classes running at the same time, mind you. So I could go from like health. I'm like, okay, geography's next. What are we doing here? Oh wait, more Super Size Me. And sometimes it would be just the exact same scenes we just watched as well. Health. So it's just
that movie or documentary did not age well.
It's horrible. I'm just saying.
Jared from Subway shows up, and the
oh really?
No, I'm gonna explain this scene to you, Blazing. Jared from Subway shows up, and this mom brings her 2 very large fat fuck children over to Jared, and Jared's smiling. Big smile on his face, and he's like, you can tell he wanted to lick his lips. He's like, oh, look at all that meat. Like, it's disgusting. It's like, looking back on it, it's like, yeah, he touched them like, really weirdly. He didn't shake their hands or anything. He like went right in.
Or he's just squeezing them, just like
Okay, I'm only gonna watch that part and skip the rest of the movie. I'm only gonna watch that part.
I'll try and find it for you.
How will you know if you don't watch all Super Size Me? How will you know that if you eat McDonald's every day, you will indeed put on weight?
Really? Oh my god!
How will you know?
Wow. As an American, I did not know that. Wow, thanks for your insights.
That's why it's kept out of your schools.
I think that's
today.
Pretty much.
I love that leads to him going to the doctor and the doctor being like, "Yeah, you're fat now."
Yeah, that's like made to be a big deal. It's just like some scientific discovery.
Oh my! Doctor, I gained weight. How is this possible? So you ate at McDonald's every day for like a month. That's why.
You fucking idiot.
Fatty. Yeah.
Yeah, he just starts bullying. What's his Morgan Spurlock? His name right? For a second there, I was about to say Michael Moore for some reason, but because he like has done a whole bunch of documentaries since, but they've never really caught on as well. Did Super Size Me too at one point. I'm just watching the Jared clip now.
Yeah. It's not as bad as I remember, but looking back, it's still disgusting.
Yeah.
I had to look at it again. Like the way he looks at her is like, "Oh, you are a child predator." Yeah. What else did you have to watch?
And
Sod?
then going from year 8 to year 9, we did for English. This is a bit more interesting, something that's more up my alley. We did a entire unit on the horror genre and horror films.
All right.
Which was very great for me. Like, I really guess that was when I really got a big interest in horror during that time. Sort of late around 2015. And for we watched The Sixth Sense, which I would still say is a good movie.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not controversial at all, but still.
Yeah.
And also,
okay.
Thank you, Simon. And we also watched a movie, The Others, if anyone's seen that.
I've seen it years ago. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember
I haven't watched
liking
it
when I was, like,
since,
10.
but I remember liking it. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I'm the same, yeah.
This is another thing, because so I do that and then move on to year 10, but I was friends with this one kid who was a year below me. He was in year 9, so now he was doing the horror thing. The teacher he got thought The Sixth Sense was too extreme.
Oh.
So, yeah, I know. So her brilliant idea to combat this was to put on another M. Night Shyamalan film, Village.
Please be Lady in the Water. Oh!
I wish it was Lady in the Water, but no.
Oh, I told you guys about The Village, right?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
Sod reminded me, but yeah, one of our teachers put The Village on. I'd only seen parts of it, nothing to like actually spoil the movie, but we all knew the twist.
Everyone knows the plot twist for The Village.
Yeah, we all knew the plot twist of The Village because we had all seen Scary Movie 4.
Yeah, of course, all the cool kids did.
So she's playing the movie, and like as soon as should I spoil it? I don't. Does everybody already know?
Yeah, about to say,
as soon as like Adrian Brody shows us, like he did it, he's one of them, and then like the like leader of the village, he's like he did it, he's in on it. We all just start screaming that out, and she's like, "Oh, for fuck's sakes!" and she turned it off.
Yeah.
And then you watch Scary Movie 4 for real in the classroom.
Oh, I wish. I would have rather watched Scary Movie 4 than The Village.
And then I forgot another one. For some reason, I remember that the whole class, this is for science, we like watched a bit of Finding Nemo for something. The class managed to like bully the teacher into making us watch the whole thing. I don't know what we did, but somehow we managed to convince him. Which was, I just remember that being really, really odd. Then, obviously, like, last couple of years, the big one that I loved doing was in year 11 for English was 12 Angry Men.
Oh, I wish. That's such a good movie.
It's an excellent movie. Well, everyone knows that. But yeah, watch that, and that went down great. And then the next thing we had to study was the opposite of that, the 2004 Oscar bait winning Crash.
That's probably like the definition of Oscar bait.
Yeah, that actually won.
Oh, ridiculous.
The thing was, like, because that movie's an MA-15 here, so we had to hand in permission slips, even though I think by that point we were all over 15, so we could watch it, but I don't know, the education system's weird. But this one guy who was like, I think he was a Jehovah's Witness, I'm not sure. He was in some religion, so his parents were like, no, I'm not letting him watch this. So instead, he got to do Dead Poets Society instead. Everyone else had to do Crash. That was just the ultimate insult that year. Just.
Oh.
It was so upsetting.
You know what's funny? He had to watch Dead Poet Society, and his parents didn't let him watch Crash. In Dead Poet Society, there's kind of a whole thing about parents not letting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Does Ethan see the irony in this?
Sure.
No, he doesn't.
He's just fiddling on his phone. He's ordering Chinese as we speak. He's making the dough for his corn dogs right now.
Wait, no, he could be getting Subway right now.
Oh yes, I'm calling my Jay for Subway from the prison cells. Like, give me some free Subway.
Oh, talk about a hole in one.
Well, he's known me since I was in kindergarten, so it's okay.
Jared from Subway has known you since you were in kindergarten?
Yes, that's what I know. That's why I give my free Subway sandwiches. Yeah.
Oh my
God. That's
god.
why I give my sandwiches. Yeah. Yes, true. That's why I give my sandwiches. Yeah.
How is he giving you these sandwiches while he's in jail?
I couldn't tell you about it. It's confidential.
Through the bars, I see.
Yeah. Nah, I can't.
Anyway, how was your sex life?
That's a conversation. Yeah.
Oh, hi, fellow religious cult leader. How are you today?
Oh, very good. We make movie.
Sod's lucky because he got to watch like horror movies and stuff like that. I don't remember ever getting to watch a horror movie in class.
I never did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's never really a thing that happened. It was like Catholic school. I don't remember having to sign permission slips or anything to watch movies, but yeah, just never played horror movies or anything. That's maybe the closest I ever got was like maybe Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah, none for me.
I guess The Passion is a horror movie.
In its own way, yes. The Christians, yes.
Fetish film.
Yeah. I remember one teacher threw on Inception, and I just didn't watch it. I was just on my phone. I was like, I can't be bothered. I was like, throw on The Prestige, and I'll look at the screen.
Put on a better
even back then,
film.
Yeah, you put on Nolan, I'm gonna look away most of the time.
Unless it's Prestige, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's about for Simon at least.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure if the teacher threw on Memento, Blazing would be like licking the screen or something.
Oh, I would. That's it.
I would. Yeah, I would be coming on the screen. I love that movie. Yeah.
You know, Ethan, I hope somebody throws on Birds of Prey.
Oh my! Why would you wish that upon me? I always saw Chosen 25. No, if my teacher would put on like my DC movie, like especially Birds of Prey, I would be spouting my letterbox essay to like the whole class. That's what would
get
happen.
up and give an essay about why he hates women.
Yeah, for that movie. Why Birds of Prey ruined women.
Why it ruined women.
I wouldn't go that far, but I can't look at a woman the same since I watched Birds of Prey.
After watching Birds of Prey, did you become a misogynist, Blazing?
Yeah.
I bet. For like a week at least. After I saw that movie, yes. It just ruined so much for me.
So what you're saying is you became an incel for a week.
Yeah, because you made me watch that shit, Simon.
I didn't? Oh.
No, it's time. Yeah, you're good. Well,
you should have won the tournament then.
I thought. Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't win. Why are you reminding me? I hate you. Why are you reminding me?
On that topic, you can't complain because he also made me watch God's Not Dead, which is infinitely worse.
Oh yeah,
I had to watch fucking Cats. So
nothing. We all get karma by the end. So yes,
my one was worse.
And then the person who won left the server. So fuck everybody.
Yeah.
No, we still like you. We still
yes.
good.
It's a segment called server drama by this point.
Yeah. It was another like around Christmas time we would always be forced to watch like Elf, and I hate Elf.
Oh, we went to watch Elf too. I teacher pun Elf. I wasn't watching it, but you have to teacher pun Elf. I couldn't. I
think it's a terrible film. It's not funny.
Is Will Ferrell being a man-child for like an hour? I don't care.
I mean, that's every Will Ferrell movie.
Was there supposed to be like a sequel and Will Ferrell said fucking no? They had I think they had a sequel plan. Will Ferrell's like, no, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't blame him.
Finally, some integrity.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
And he went to do whatever Land of the Lost.
What do you have against Land of the Lost?
Nothing much. I think it's okay.
No, he went on to do Get Hard with Ethan's favorite, Kevin Hart.
That's like she's got. Of course not. Of course not.
And then he went on to do Holmes and Watson.
Oh yes, directed by that guy who directed My Wife is Retarded, Ethan Cohen, who
Dude.
almost
The other Cohen brother.
Yeah,
yeah,
the third Cohen brother nobody talks about.
who also shares my name in a way. Ethan, it's a Ethan.
E10.
Are there 3 Ethan Cohens?
Oh, I
That's
think
about-
I think
yeah, that's all I
I
have.
think we can wrap it up with that.
Yeah, but that's all I
Okay.
have. Yeah.
This has been Simon versus the podcast. Thanks for listening. I remember from last time.
On
we
YouTube,
we probably won't see you next time. Have a good day.
We'll try.
No, what? Leave a comment just on anything.
Please, okay,
I'm not going to ask you just to subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to hit the like. Just leave a comment. Just let us know.
Please.
For stuff.
Yeah.
For stuff.
Yeah.
There's no dead air, please, this time, Sod.
No dead
air. No dead air.
Leave a
Please.
comment about all the dead air
Yes.
that Sod wasn't able to edit out. So yeah. Bye.
Jeff from Subway, see you.